Hey guys, over here at Go On Overland, we're all about traveling, overlanding, and getting out to some of those epic places to spend some time, whether it be remote locations or sometimes not remote. Now today we're in Venice, Florida. That's in between Tampa and Fort Myers, so we're kicking around over at the Venice Fishing Pier a bit and finding some other little spots. It's kind of hard to find some of those backcountry areas over here because it's just so populated. Now guys, at Go On, we never let the lack of gear slow us down. I never want you guys to say that you need that next product or that next thing to get out there. You know, we always say you gotta get up and go on, and so that's what we do. But sometimes finding the right tool in your tool bag is gonna make it that much more enjoyable. So guys, I think this company, ICEMULE, has thrown together a product. I think they've put everything they have into this bag, and I wanna see if it's something you might be interested in as well. Now, if you're like me, the typical day, you get out there, you get with the family, and you get the cooler, maybe the old Coleman, and a couple bags, and you look your wife in the eyes and tell her, I got it, and I'll be the first guy to the beach. Now, a little ways along, you realize it's starting to get heavy, so you start thinking ingenuitively, and next thing you know, you grab the little cart. So now you're booking it with the little cart, and then you realize, well, you're basically pulling a ship anchor across the sand. Now guys, I might be a little bit dramatic, and of course there's a time and place for that cart and that Coleman cooler, but I think this product is something that's gonna make that trek out to the beach, down to the backcountry, maybe up to a mountain pond, maybe down out in the bush, just that much easier. So guys, as you can see, you know, it has these pouches across the front. This big one, you can strap something down there, a blanket or something, a coat. Has some hooks down here. You could even put like a tent or sleeping bag across the bottom. Of course, this is their own muleskin outer layer, and all these zippers are completely waterproof. So you can throw this out into the ocean, into a lake or river, and it's gonna keep the water out, and it's gonna keep everything inside cold. So they do offer some dry storage, and something they throw in is this zipper grease kind of stuff. So if you're new to these kind of products, at first the zipper, like, you can't get it off. I feel like you're gonna bust that thing just trying to unzip it for the first time, but you grease it up, and then you can see here, it's just moving as smooth as possible. So people will say that that's an issue for them or something like that, but guys, just put the grease on and you're good to go. So on this side, you know what, we put some food in there. We're gonna use it for all kinds of different things. There's testimonies of people putting their camera gear or electronics just in this bag, going on a kayaking trip and coming back and everything being as dry as possible. There's a bit of padding, insulation in this pocket, and so everything in there is gonna stay completely dry. You can attach different gear to the outside here, and then this little port takes air, and as you put air in there, it actually makes a little extra layer of insulation. So in between what you have in the cooler and the outer elements, you have that little bit of added air, and that's gonna give you a little bit more insulation. So again, on the other side, you kind of have the same little pocket going on there, about the same dimensions. And across the back, friends, now this is where it gets really good. Of course, most modern backpacks have the chest strap right there, and I've really become a person that uses that across the board, whether it's my camera backpack or this guy or my hiking backpack. I just love that top strap, and then they give you the bottom one too, and as dorky as it looks, guys, that really saves your back. So they have some great padded shoulder straps and a nice little bump right there, so it can give your back some ventilation. If you're like me, I get hot and I run hot, and that helps a lot. You saw the clip here. Now guys, they have a huge line of products. Some of their products are just like a kayak dry bag. You know, I have a couple of those because we got a bunch of kayaks, but they have, some of their coolers are meant like that. And of course they went with this design that you have in your dry bags. And so it unfolds, and that keeps all the water out across all my dry bags. And this sucker, it's gonna keep everything in there as dry as you want it to be. So say you don't run it as a cooler, you're just running it as a dry bag that day, it's gonna keep all the water out. But guys, they have a bunch of products. I think I'm gonna be checking out some of those other smaller bags as well for just little one-day, couple-hour kayaking trips and stuff like that. It's gonna hold like 24 cans of pop or beer or whatever you got going. It's like a 30-liter bag here. But friends, of course, I'm gonna drop a link to this down in the description below. See if it's something that is gonna make its way into your gear lineup. We're gonna end this video with some more of that B-roll of the beach, so hang with us. But guys, again, check out ICEMULE, see if it's something. I put a link in the description. That way you can go and see more of the specifications and really get to the details of what's going on in this bag, a little bit more of the technology they put into it, and why they're leading the charge as far as this outdoor backpack cooler. But until the next video, guys, God bless, get up and go on.